everyone, welcome back to another episode of Freedom Ticket Walmart. In this video, we're going to talk about determining which products that you already sell that you should maybe consider moving on to the Walmart.com platform. My name's Carrie and I'm with Helium 10 and I'm here with David from Cellcord. And we're excited to talk to you about this to give you the best strategies in choosing which products to start off with on Walmart.com.
Sounds good.
All right, so the first thing is, a lot of people obviously that are watching are already established sellers on Amazon or maybe Shopify or eBay and other platforms like that. So how would you suggest maybe strategizing and choosing which products to move over first? I know we talked about in the last video that, you should put all your products up, but say somebody wanted to strategically do this and make sure that they, test out the platform and get the biggest bang for their buck or their time, what would you suggest and what are some strategies that you could let us know about?
Sure. So I do want to reiterate that point though, that there's so much opportunity on Walmart and there's so many categories, especially like niche products where there is no competition whatsoever. Literally just putting in a listing, getting in good copy, even that could literally just be just good copy, a little bit of attributes, just some back end work, get that listing quality score up and you will dominate. You'll be the number one in that category, in that small niche, no problems. Like there's very little competition in a lot of these smaller niches. Now, the thing is, since there's lower competition, it's probably because there's not so much search volume. It's just not really a product that's being sold on the marketplace right now. However, if you get in there now, it's worthwhile just solidify your spot. And over the coming years, as the marketplace grows, your listing will grow with the space. So make sure to always just get all your listings out there and just grow with the marketplace. Now, regarding specific categories and which products you should focus on first, you should really look at the marketplace to determine which products have the highest search volume, to be able to see like which products are less competitive, but they do have more sales, more customers looking for those products. So in general, there are categories that do sell better on Walmart. The Walmart customer is looking for more specific categories. A lot of home products do really well on Walmart. There are a lot of reports done that have like the list of which categories do like from best to worst. So there's definitely a lot of data out there. In general, like home products are just very, very good things. A lot, as Michael kind of mentioned in previous videos, anything that's kind of repurchased items, toiletries, toothbrush, anything really that is something that you're gonna always come back for. Now, that's not to say that other products aren't going to do well on Walmart, but those just are the ones that the Walmart customer is more accustomed to. So let's kind of jump into Walmart and take a look at some products to really see how we can look at a keyword to see if it's something that will do well on Walmart, something if it's already too competitive, or if there's room to grow in the space. All right, so let's look for an example of a product that has a very high search volume. We know it's a very competitive product, just so we can take a look at what it looks like on Walmart compared to Amazon. So here we have vitamin C from one of the biggest keywords out there these days. And we can see right off the bat that the top row over here, this is obviously a competitive product because the first product immediately has 2,000 reviews, which is a very high amount for Walmart. You typically won't see items with over 1,000 reviews. It typically means that there were syndicated reviews, but it could be organic. I mean, this is emergency. It's a huge product. It's been around for a while and everyone knows it. So it could be that it's just generated those reviews just because it's been around for so long. But you will notice that even in the first row over here, we do have a product with 159 reviews. We have this sponsored listing over here, and that has 159 reviews, which is significantly less than everything over here. But even in the second row, you have 180, you have 192, and these are 4.5 star rated products. And if we continue down over here, we could see similar products over here with just like not as good reviews, under 100 reviews already over here. We have these 4.5 stars, a lot of them, and here we have an 8 reviews with 4 stars. Like this is a front page vitamin C result on Walmart. Like there's opportunity over here compared to Amazon. We're going to jump to Amazon in a second, but it's definitely from the more competitive sides of Walmart. As you can see over here is another product with over 1,000 reviews. Now, you will notice that there are also not that many sponsored listings for vitamin C. Typically, you'll see the first 2 results are sponsored as well as a few more down the page. In this case, There's only 2 on this front page. There's one over here in the 3rd spot, and then you have another one down here as well. Aside from that, there are no other sponsored listings for vitamin C. If we do go to the 2nd page, we will see more. Let's just take a look. Here we have again 3rd spot, and then we'll have it a little bit down here as well. And you will see like some of these banner ads like in the middle, or you'll see them on top as well. And those are for 1P brands. It's exclusive right now for them. It's not available to 3P sellers. So that's something that we should see down the line, but just something to make a note of. But just we could see that there is competition for this. We could see that there's definitely listings that have thousands of reviews, hundreds of reviews. Like, it's a very big product. We're going to take a look at a very niche product comparatively. But before that, let's just take a look at Amazon for vitamin C, just to see Walmart versus Amazon. So let's go back and just go page 1 versus page 1, just to kind of get an idea. So as we can see, first product, 2,500, 600, 159 sponsored, and like 643. Compared to Amazon over here, we have the top row, all sponsored. I mean, this is Amazon's product. And look at these review counts, each in the thousands, in the 10,000s, 20,000s, 31,000, 57,000. Like this is way more competitive. You have just an insane competition difference between these Amazon listings compared to these Walmart listings. I mean, look at this, 43,000 reviews. Look at what you're competing with on Amazon compared to trying to launch something on Walmart.
And the star reviews are like 5 stars,
right?
And like pretty much all.
Exactly. These are all very well. I mean, you do have some 4.5s, but like the ones at the top are all going to be, like, I mean, it's a crazy amount of
4.7 out of 5 is incredible.
This is crazy. Look at this, 5 stars with 32,000 reviews. Wow, crazy. So there's obviously, even for a product like vitamin C, such a big product, there is opportunity at Walmart. Another thing you could use to help determine competitiveness is take a look at the listing images. Look at the hero image that's being displayed to you as a customer, right? You have over here emergency. Look how little space they're taking up in this hero image compared to like this Spring Valley listing. It's less than half of the space of this listing being taken, of this main image being used up for this listing. So the fact that you have such a disparity in the listing images compared to, let's say, Amazon, look, they're all pretty consistent. You know, it's all like taking up that same space on the page. It looks like the same product, just different, obviously different bottles and whatnot, but it's the same. It's all the same shape. You have like this product taking up a little bit more space, but overall it seems to all be pretty much consistent versus Walmart. You have a little bit all over the show. You have like different angles on the product. It's a little bit more like open, showing like the opportunity over here. So you go ahead and look at the listings manually and try to determine, how many reviews does everything have, and just kind of getting an idea for this product. But an easier way to get all this information is to use the Helium 10 X-ray tool. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that open over here for this page. And it gives us a lot of great information about this product. So what I'd like to first look at is the percentage of WFS products. This is a huge deal for Walmart. There's many categories or many keywords that have very low percent. 88% is actually on the higher end, but you'll see products with 10%, even as low as 0% for certain niche products. And this means it's huge opportunity. You get in there, you have the first WFS listing. Where's everyone going to go? They're going to go to that 2-day shipping. They're going to go to that product that's going to get to them as soon as possible. And we could just see over here, this is vitamin C, obviously a huge product. It's going to have a really high percent of WFS. Now, we also have some other good metrics over here just to have, what's the total revenue, what's the average revenue per listing over here, just some good ideas. Obviously, the average revenue on Amazon, is much more than it is on Walmart, but it's a growing platform, as we know, right? So one of the biggest differences we see here is the average price point between Walmart and Amazon. And the reason for this is why it's so much lower on Walmart specifically for this product is because these are a lot of 1P brands, very established. Walmart's just making a little bit on every sale compared to, let's say, Amazon. These are 3P products for the most part, and there's much higher profit margins because there's 3P sellers. That's what they go for. So one of the biggest disparities we'll see over here is the difference in price between Walmart and Amazon. So it's actually quite significant over here. It's almost 3 times the price on an average price on Amazon compared to Walmart. Now, this could be attributed, I know there's a lot more 2-pack listings on Amazon, so you'll be getting more products. So it's not really factoring that in, it's factoring more just per listing. And Amazon does have a lot more of that multi-pack, which is why you'll see that higher price. But in addition, a lot of the listings on Walmart are 1P listings where, you know, they've been established, they've been around for a while, and Walmart's just making a little bit on it compared to like the 3P listings on Amazon, because there's so much more competitiveness. There's a lot more higher quality products that you see over there. And as the marketplace kind of grows on Walmart, we will see this price increase as the quality of the products increases with it. So we were kind of looking at the page and looking at the review counts and ratings for these listings just to kind of take a look at how competitive these products are. It's nicely laid out over here for us in the X-ray. It has the top 40 products. And if we just go ahead and take a look at the ratings over here, the lowest rated product is 3.7, and after that 3.9. And look at these review counts, 46 and 8. These are very low rated products, and they're in the top 40 for vitamin C. There's no way this would exist on Amazon. There's insane opportunity here, and it's definitely worthwhile to get in on this. Another thing that we could look at is the number of images. If we see products with low image counts, that's a way to show us that these listings might not be great. Now 5 is, I would say, on the lowest end of good. Anything less than 5 is already kind of you're dealing with not the greatest quality listing, but that's pretty good with 5 being the lowest. You'll see many other of these products will have 1 or 2. Very few images, and they're often low quality. That's a great indicator as to how well the listing is doing and how competitive and what the opportunity is. We can see also the active sellers. That's definitely something to consider. Typically this will be 1, but you have for like these big brand name items, you will have some of these numerous sellers, which is definitely something you should consider when you're listing your products, because not only do you see 40 listings here, but you also have to factor in that there's many other sellers on these products as well. We do have some more just data over here, Walmart sales and revenue, which is always very important for factoring in. But what I want to kind of look at is all the way over here on the right is we have the listing quality score, which is Walmart's score that they use to determine the quality of the listing and how well it ranks up. And it's broken down into 3 parts over here. There's the content score, which has to do with the copy, the images, as well as some base attributes. The offer score, which has to do with the delivery defects, if you're in stock, as well as the competitive price, which is compared to Amazon. Then you have your rating score, which is post-purchase, you know, if you have many like returns, if you just have bad reviews and all that good stuff. So we could take a look at the competitiveness over here, that if you have like low quality listings, that shows that these listings were not really taken care of, and you have opportunity to really get in over here. Now you do see a lot of these are actually quite high in the 90s, which is pretty good, and the lowest here is 70, which is already, that's a pretty good listing. Obviously you do want to be above like 85 to really succeed, but 70 is fairly decent. You're going to see products with like 14%. You're going to see that in other categories. So we're going to take a look at some other categories and just kind of take a look at that. And then we also have just the content score. You can just get an idea, is it the content that's bad? Is it the offer, the pricing that's bad? Or is it just the ratings that are bad? It should just give us a good idea of what our competition has and if we can beat that. And I believe a 70 listing score, you can most definitely beat. Now,
so it's kind of interesting because even on the most competitive, you know, products, it's still like a no-brainer to get on there at this point. So.
Exactly. This is a huge product, and you could already find holes in the top 40 listings. That's crazy. Something else which is nice over here that's given is the seller type, if it's 1P or 3P, just to kind of get an idea. As Michael mentioned in the previous video, 1P sellers don't really put as much focus into their listings as 3P sellers do. So if you see a certain category that's being dominated by a lot of 1P sellers, it does show that there's opportunity for you to get involved and compete with these big dogs and get your products moving. All right, so now we're going to take a look at another product that is not as competitive as vitamin C, but still is a fairly common item. And it is a home product item, so that will be more common on Walmart. So we have over here search protectors. Now, immediately we could see a shift in like the listing quality. We have the first product over here has 13 reviews. Immediately, way less than 2,500, and over here we have a few hundred, and there's no sponsored listings in this top row. Let's take a look throughout the page if we could find any sponsored listings for this keyword. And it's not looking like there are any sponsored listings, which is quite interesting. And there we go. We're at the bottom. Now, we're just, instead of looking through these listings one by one, we're just going to go ahead and pop up the X-ray for this page. Okay, so right off the bat, we do see that there is actually a higher percent of WFS, which is actually interesting considering that this product in general is less competitive. But you do notice that also the average revenue is a little bit higher, and there's also greater across both Amazon. It's similar on Amazon and a little bit higher for the total revenue over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these products, reviews, and ratings over here. So let's just go first by just the rating. And we can see these are in the top, I believe it's 37 products. 37 total products. And we can see here the lowest one has 3.4 rating, which is abysmal, right? Mm-hmm. That's not something that could compete on Amazon. We can see here review count. We have the lowest tier with 3. Although it's 5 stars, which is great, there's only 3 reviews, and you're in the top 50 products of the page. That's pretty insane.
And it's actually higher priced, and it's still making a good amount of sales.
Yeah, and just look at this copy first of all. That's a problem. Like, there's literally like a symbol in the title. Like yeah. This is really bad copy. We could also see it has 2 images. That there's 3 products over here that have 2 images. These listings are not done well. There's so much opportunity. Just make good listings, get into these big keywords, and you will do well. Just get your listings to do well, even run a little bit of PPC, or just get them up organically. You have the opportunity to compete with these big brands and become a leader in Walmart sales. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these listing quality scores, and we should notice these significantly lower than the previous page. Here we have 64, but you'll notice the other page had a lot of them hanging around in the 90s. There's so many over here that are in the 70s. 73, and here we have some. Obviously these ones are doing a little bit better, but there's so many poorly done listings over here, and as you can see, a lot of 1P. If you see a lot of 1P, you know there's a lot of opportunity.
1P opportunity.
Exactly. That's the Self-Card motto. So here we could see over here also the pricing is a little bit more similar compared to Amazon and Walmart. Now, I do believe this is because there are a lot of like 2-pack listings over here. We can see over here like 2-pack. This is just one of those products that is more sold in that package variant. So that's why you will see kind of, I think, a more similarity in price, because I believe Amazon has more products that are higher count, just because
like a 2-pack.
Yeah, exactly, because it's easier to lower like your average cost just by providing more products, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why you'll kind of see a little bit of a similarity in price. Okay, so we have as we can see like some of the items over here. We just have low image quality. Let's just take a look at some like the shipping options. Like this is a 3+ shipping over here. There are some pickup options because again these are like 1P items. There's going to be a lot of that, especially for like these home products that you typically find in Walmart stores. But these listings are not done well to succeed on Walmart.com Marketplace. So get in there and get your products to really take over. There's a bestseller over here. Rollback. I don't see a single item that's on clearance. You have an opportunity to be the only product on the front page that there's a reduced price over here, but I don't see any items that are clearance. All right, so let's take a look like similar to Walmart. Let's just compare Amazon for search protectors. All right, so let's take a look at Amazon over here, and rather than kind of scrolling through it, let's just go ahead and pop open the X-ray. Okay, and as we can see over here, we have, let's just take a look at just the reviews to start with. So let's look at the top 22 products. But even with that, I mean, the lowest review count is 376, and the lowest rating is 4.7. What was it over here? Like 3.6 or something?
Yeah, 3.6.
That's a crazy difference. I mean, that's a whole star. That's 3.4.
Yeah, 2.4. Yeah,
3.4. That's an insane difference. These products, just take your product and put it on Walmart. There is opportunity over there. So we could see a major disparity in like the top products for Amazon. You see a major disparity in the top listings for Amazon compared to the top listings for Walmart already in 2 different big keywords. Let's take a look at a really niche keyword. We have snowboard wax over here. there are no reviews in sight. There's one product over here that has it's the only product with like significant reviews, 141 and it's 4 stars, which is not great, and we could just keep on going through here. Let's go ahead.
I think it's literally the only snowboard wax on here, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what these. I think these other ones are
like surf wax and
here's snowboard wax,
skateboard. Okay, so there's another
one. The top product it's doing a good job.
Okay.
So let's just take a look here and just see what's going on. Okay, so here we see a really niche product, and as expected, 5% WFS. That's nothing over here. We're looking at a total of 40 products, right? And we see over here very, very low WFS percent. We could see a major difference in price over here. We could see the total revenue is very low for Walmart, but again, you're probably not going to be making a lot of money from this product today, but if you spent probably 10 minutes on this listing, you could be rated number 1. Like, this is a very easy product to get into and just get to the top. Review count, let's see how many products have reviews. There's 4 products that have reviews, and one of them is absolutely killing the game, but they only have 4.2 rating, which is not great. Lowest rating over here, I'm sure there's products over here, like all the ones with 0, right? There's a bunch of NAs over here. There's so much opportunity for these type of listings, for these smaller products.
How many sales are that snowboard wax making?
Let's take a look here, right? Walmart sales. You have at the top you have 147 with $1,000 in revenue. So something, it's money, it's definitely not that difficult. This product has 2 images and 1 5-star review. That's easy money.
They've done nothing for that, yeah.
Well, we can even take a look at this.
When it does become more competitive, they're going to be on the top, right?
Yeah, for sure. If you don't get in, this guy's going to get to the top. Mm-hmm. So come on and beat out the Dime Bag Hardware. There's not a lot that's being done here. This is very basic copy. Some attributes are clearly being filled out over here. 2 images, not great quality. I mean, this could look much nicer.
So I mean, even in these niche markets, like, you can still make money, and it's not going to be something that's extremely stressful or difficult to do. It's just a little bit of time, and you put it up there, and then you're in a good spot for the future. So there's no cons really about listing anything on Walmart.
100%. Yeah, get out all your products. I mean, this is the #1 selling product for this gear. It's got shipping is in 10 days. Just send in 5 of them to WFS. Just see how it goes, and you'll be number one for this keyword. And we could even see, like, just to compare the competitive for this type of product on Amazon. Just take a look at the X-ray out here. It's got 59 products over here, way higher total and average revenue, obviously. But if we take a look at, let's say, some of the ratings over here, we have the lowest is 3.4. That's like search protectors on Walmart. And the lowest review count is, okay, so there are a couple actually here with no reviews, which is probably actually a good product to list on Amazon as well. Why not get in it? But it's clearly more competitive on Amazon than it is on Walmart.
And clearly there's demand for it. So when that demand comes over to Walmart, you want to be the one that's at the top.
Exactly. So go ahead, list all your products, but focus on the ones that are more competitive but show a lot of opportunity. So you kind of go through these different tips and tricks that we went through in this video to kind of gauge how competitive versus the opportunity that a certain keyword will have to know how your product will succeed.
Basically, there's no reason not to get your products on Walmart, so what are you waiting for? We'll see you in the next video.